Hi, the purpose about peer review is to practice our critical thinking skills. So I've developed this peer review sheet because all of my students are a little hesitant at first to do peer review, but you can do this. Okay, this sheet really does help, and I expect you to fully complete answering this for your friends, okay? So you should have, man, like 250 to 350 words as a response. You shouldn't have any trouble at all if you follow this sheet in giving your friend enough feedback and meeting that minimum word count. Remember, with all discussion boards, first you post your essay, your own post, and then you have to reply to however many friends it says. Okay, and always remember to use a word count equals. Say that, okay? Type that. So here, what I want you to do first is look at their MLA format. Now, peer review helps you because it's easy to find errors in your friend's work, and then you're like, oh, I did the same thing. I need to fix that, okay? So ultimately, this is good for you and for your friend. And not only that, but when we work in our careers, this is a transferable skill. Rarely do I work in isolation. I feed off of my colleagues. They come to me and ask me questions to look over things. My husband's an engineer. He and his team always review each other's work. It's a constant thing. So learning to be able to peer review is an excellent skill to learn. All right, so MLA format, go through the checklist. You know, no, double spacing with extra space. You have to right click or come up here and open the paragraph dialog box, okay? And make sure it's 0 and 0, no extra space, and double, okay? You've got to do that. And that includes your name, my name, the date, the course and the date, and then the title, and then your paragraphs. There's no extra space between paragraphs, okay? Everything's Times New Roman 12, including your page number with your last name, all right? The next thing you're going to look at is writing structure. Okay, so minimum 5 paragraphs. You can count to 5. If they have 4, if they have 6, if they have 8, it's wrong. They have to have 5. An introduction, 3 bodies, and a conclusion, okay? Does it answer the writing prompt? Does it follow TPSC? Okay, if you're not sure about transition words, click on this link. It gives you a bunch of different ones for different meanings. Okay, so transitions help your reader. Remember, you have to switch your cap from writer to reader, all right? What do you, as a reader, need? Okay, what do you as a reader need to understand the flow, to make it a smooth read, okay? And always, you begin with a topic sentence and you end with a conclusion about what you just discussed. Don't move on to the next paragraph, all right? So this goes through that a little more. Make sure to go to the second page. Second page is important, okay? And then do your, what you call proofreading, grammar and mechanics. Now you should all be able at this point to understand and identify and make recommendations to correct. You don't have to correct any work. In fact, I do not want you to fix their essay. I want you to show them what they, as the author of this essay, need to fix, okay? So, but being able to identify it is the first step for you to be able to find and identify and correct on your own essay, okay? Now, we had a quiz on run-on sentences, fragments, and subject-verb agreement. So you for sure should be able to find those. If you're having trouble with any of these other things or aren't sure, use your writer's reference. Okay? Use your writer's reference. You can check the MLA format, right? MLA, go to section 5 of MLA. Okay? For grammar, go to section G. Okay, for punctuation, go to P, etc. S is sentences. Go to those tabs in the book. Lastly, go through this. And I mean, really go through question by question. It's going to take a little time, but won't it be worth it to turn in an essay you're proud of and that you've put in the time for? Basically, if you read their essay and you have to reread it, then, let them know, I had to reread this. Or say, do you mean? And tell them what you think it means, because that also would help you when you receive a message like that. Know, oh, I didn't even think someone could take it that way. Okay? So the more information you give the information you would want to receive so that everyone can say what they mean and mean what they say, okay? Because the whole goal here is good communication and critical thinking.